Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 49. Can you believe it? Of Controllers and Coffee. My name is Elliot Porter, and I am joined by Kat Gerritsen, as always, to the show.
Yo. 49.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
49.
Oh my gosh.
What a time. What a wonderful time to be on episode 49. Coming up to the end of the year, coming up to the Game Awards. We're going to be talking about the Game Awards this evening on the show. Welcome to the chat, the one and only Laz. Oh, the timing is impeccable. What it be, what it do, indeed. Hey, if you're listening to this over on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you really love what we do here, as I know at least three people. That's the podcast they listen to the most on Spotify. Which
listen to those three.
So, thank you. At least three. Hey, so you can now support us financially with just $3 Australian dues per month. You can support this podcast. You can subscribe to the podcast. You'll get the podcast one day early if you'd like to listen to it, on the way to work, on the train, wherever, at the gym. And we'll also be doing exclusive subscriber-only podcast episodes that, hey, maybe we'll just talk about anything and everything. It doesn't have to even be video game related. You tell us, you'll be paying us to do what we love to do. If you can't, though, thanks just for checking it out. We love you all. And, follow us over on Twitter at ControllersPod. Kat, what's been going on?
Oh, I'm just been really excited for video games. Like, I've been really thinking about how I need a list for next year. I need a calendar. I'm gonna have to like plan out. I'm gonna have to schedule out my gaming time. There's so many releases next year. Oh my gosh,
so many. And
forget about my backlog. It's all staying backlog. I'm not gonna make it dent.
It's the front log that I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm worried about the front log. Jesus, woo! So excited though. We're running up to the end of the year. Last week, we talked about games we want to finish before the end of the year. Jeez, I don't know.
I'm already slipping on that. I'm so annoyed with myself.
Yup.
Especially with Halo Infinite releasing literally tomorrow.
That's going. I've got 3 games to finish that we talked about last week. So Halo can wait. Soz for me, personally.
Have you played any more Kana?
Yeah. I'm like, I honestly, I don't know how long it is. I was talking to someone at work, the only other person that I actually know who's played it, and they're ahead of me, and they said they're way ahead of me, like way, way, way ahead of me. I'm like, how? I didn't think there was that much left of the game. What are you saying?
Yeah, right.
What are you talking to me about? Hoping I'm gonna play some more of that tomorrow on stream, hoping to smash that bad boy out of the park, and then be able to start on some of my either Death's Door or Inscription. We'll find out. Oh my gosh, what a good game. What about yourself?
I've played a little bit more of Life is Strange True Colors.
Oh, nice.
But Tash and my schedules are all over the place at the moment, so it's really hard to get any time playing that in. But I'm like itching to play more because it's really good. It's really, really cool, and I can't wait to see what happens. But I have been playing Chorus.
Yes.
Which I was very excited about. The
way you said that sentence, which I was very excited
about.
Okay. You got me thinking.
I mean, it's good. It's good. And it's not like I was kind of expecting it to be a bit more like narrative focused. Well, I mean, it is narrative focused, but maybe like level based. It's kind of got these open areas where you're kind of flying around, and like it's not bad, and the missions are actually quite good.
Yeah,
I do have some qualms with it though. I do definitely have some qualms. One being just this thing I got to tell you about, because I think it's the kind of thing that would drive you to the brink of annoyance.
Tell me.
So what you did pretty much just then is so reminiscent of it. So the main character, Nara, is always like talking to people around her or whatever, talking to people via comms. But then when she talks in her head, she like whispers, and it's really, really intense. And it's like
uncomfortable
all the time. It happens all the time, and it's really annoying. And it's like, just no, you should have just made her
just talk to herself.
Talk in her head. Like, it doesn't have to be like,
creepy.
I think I was doing a mission today, and the leader's like, they would follow you anywhere. And she's like, I will never lead again. I will never lead anybody. And it's like, chill the fuck out. Like, but that is one annoyance that is like, just so frustrating.
Sounds gross to
me. But the it's very pretty game, and the controls are fantastic. Like, it feels really good to fly around. It solves that one problem that I've always had with air combat games, where like you're in like a dogfight with somebody, and you can't get behind them because you're both kind of like chasing each other and turning as fast as possible. And I found that really annoying in like Ace Combat, and I found it really annoying in Star Wars Squadrons.
Squaddies, I knew you were going to say that.
That game, this is already a better feeling game than Squadrons. Like, you feel really fast. You got lots of skills and stuff like that. But you can do two things in this game that changes that issue completely. Like, gets rid of that issue completely. One of them is what's called drift dance, which like you hold the left bumper and you drift, but it's kind of just like a floating mechanic. So you can be like flying past something really fast, and you drift, and you can fully control your guns like still, and you can control your angle, but you're moving really slowly.
We love a little
and then
bit
you can
drift.
Like accelerate back into it, and you can do this other thing called leap. I think it's called leap, or no, it's called right of the fist or some shit. You've got these things called rights, which is your skills.
I see.
And I don't think it's right of the fist. It might be.
Right of the fist.
When you're coming up to an enemy, you press B and you like teleport to behind them.
Oh,
so
cool.
Like if you can kind of get a good angle under someone, you can then appear behind them, and they're really easy to fire upon. So, there's a lot of enemies doing that too is probably pointless because they've got shields or whatever. But it's like two of the things that I find very frustrating in flight games.
Yeah, and it's tackled them.
Well, one thing that I find very frustrating in flight games, and it's tackled them with two different skills that just make it feel really good. And like you just like flick the controller left and right to spin your ship to do barrel rolls, and it's like, it's so satisfying. The story at the moment is a bit dumb.
How could you?
Kind of like in the opening of the game, you are part of the cult, which is called the Cult. Funnily enough.
Inventive.
And no, I think they're actually called the Circle, but they call themselves the Cult. And it
really gives away your intentions, though.
You blow up a planet, and you're like the bad guy at the start, and then like it cuts to like a little while later, and you've left the Circle, and because of what you did, and you feel terrible for doing what you did.
Shouldn't have done it.
So you've left the Circle, but you've like discarded your your sentient ship, and then you go and get it, and like this ship is really mad at you. I don't know how that all works, but this ship has a personality, and he's actually because you just discarded it and was like, you were like, I promise I'll come back for you, and you never did until like everything, all hell broke loose, and the ship's like, you left me here.
Well, you came back.
True. This is true. The ship is the cooler character than
the main character.
That's
a shame.
I'll tell you that much. So yeah, I mean, look, it's fine. It was $50, like physical edition. So it's not full price game. I'll give it credit there. It's $40 on the Xbox store, but I wanted the physical. But then, so this is my saga.
Yeah.
So I bought the game physical because I requested a key through Keymailer, and I didn't get one. And I was like, oh, well, whatever. So I requested it. I went and bought it. And then the day after launch, because like reviews didn't even come out until after it launched, which is really weird. And I think they're kind of, middle of the road, 7.5, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I got a key for it. And then I tried to take the game back to JB Hi-Fi, and they're like, no, you opened it. You can't return it. I was like, well, that's whack. And I also can't give away the key because you're not allowed to with that specific key. So, I'm just going to decline the key and keep the physical game. But yeah, look, it's good. I'm only maybe 3 hours in. It's fucking beautiful though. Like, it is a beautiful game.
It looks good. It does not look like the type of game I'd like to play.
Yeah.
It's interesting that, like, even though you do like that sort of game and you can easily compare it to other games that you've been disappointed with recently, that you still don't think it's that great. I guess, is the story the bit that's making it not so great, or is there other parts that are affecting it?
I don't know. Yeah, like the combat feels really good. I think I wanted it to be more like Ace Combat, where because Ace Combat 7 is fucking excellent. Like it's such a good game. It's so like each mission is slightly different. And this has good objectives and good mission design, but like it's in like you'll be in like this asteroid field.
Yeah.
And it's like a really big open area. So like in between missions, you kind of have to fly to the next area and then something happens. So it's more open than I'd wanted it to be. I thought it was going to be like you finish one mission, there's a cutscene. You do another mission, there's a cutscene, and it's all in different places. And look, that's just like something I wanted it to be, but
it doesn't need to be.
It doesn't have to be that, and it doesn't, necessarily make it objectively worse or anything to have these open areas. But you can, kind of explore in between missions and find upgrades, and you can find money so you can buy more upgrades and stuff like that. So there's a few collectibles, but I'm kind of just like powering through. If there's a mission icon, I go to the next mission.
Yeah.
But again, I'm really early into the game. I think I think it's probably longer than, I don't know. It doesn't actually say. No one's finished it on how long to beat. So I don't know.
No one's finished it.
Well, yeah. If I go to how long to beat. How long is Chorus? 14 playing, 12% retired. 4 people have beat it, but there's like no. It's really weird. It's not clear. It's very strange.
Yeah, you're right. How interesting. Like even like nothing in
What?
That's so harsh. I was gonna say, like, I don't even see anything in an article, and this one quote that I see, it's just the worst player experience I've had in a long time. And highlighted as long. Because I wrote, how long is the game? That's rough. But yeah, it doesn't really look like there's much information about how long it is.
There's not really many reviews out. I mean, at the moment,
it says 10 to 12 hours to beat, though playing through all the game's side content could easily tack an extra 5 hours on top of that. And that's from Digital Trends.
Okay. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
Which is not bad. Who wrote the review? Who do we put this on? It was Dan Stapleton. That guy got in an argument on Twitter with him. But I mean, look, it's a AA game. I appreciate its existence. It is bloody beautiful at times, and it feels great to play. So I'm definitely going to keep playing it.
Space is 12 beautiful.
Hours sounds good. 8 to 10 hours. Space is beautiful, and I can see on the overall map, because like you use these jump gates to get to another area. I can see that I will go outside of these asteroid fields soon. So I'm excited to keep playing, but it's not like the main character kind of gives me the shits. That ruins it for me slightly.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
That's a funny comment.
That's saying IGN gives my ass hair an 8 out of 10. Well, must be pretty good then.
That's pretty good.
Also, just want to put it out there. I'm just gonna.
Must be sturdy. Quite lengthy.
Lengthy. I'm just gonna talk about the elephant in the room for a sec.
Yeah.
Last week, my name Jeff in the comments, who is a friend of mine outside of the channel, gave me shit for drinking a beer on a podcast called Controllers and Coffee. So, hey, Jeff, if that is your real name, I've got a coffee now. So, don't hate. But it's a good coffee too. Simpsons Cup also. Kat.
I have a Ramune. I fucking hate coffee. So
I know you do. It's such a travesty that you're on this show.
Have a hot chocolate instead.
I feel like a monster every day.
Oh well, I'm the controllers part and you're the coffee part.
It's like
chalk and cheese.
All right, let's talk the Game Awards, shall we?
Yes, let's get into the meat of it. I'm so excited.
Woo-wee. So Thursday for everyone living in the past, Friday at a reasonable time for Australia. What was it again?
11 a.m. for me.
11 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. The Game Awards will be happening. Big Papa Geoff is back. He's teasing things that are happening. I'm going to probably yell at the screen a whole bunch because it's a
me too.
fucking shit show and it annoys the hell out of me.
Can't wait for half the awards I want to see to be in the pre-show. Oh, I guess I should start watching earlier then, huh?
Oh, no, you probably have to start watching it like 6 in the morning because the pre-shows are so fucking long.
Oh, they're so cringy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well.
And Jeff, oh, God, give me strength.
Jeff, who teased fucking 4 to 5 announcements on par with Elden Ring from last year. I doubt that. Because for me personally, it's not going to reach those highs. But
look,
I don't know what he could have there. That's something we can discuss as we
unless
go.
it's all of these 5 games.
Yeah, exactly. As like I don't know, gameplay or some shit. I don't know.
But
we've already seen gameplay of Horizon. It can't be Horizon.
We've seen gameplay of God of War. We've seen gameplay of Horizon. Now, I hate this term world premiere because
they just tack it onto anything
to the Game Awards. A world premiere is just a trailer that hasn't been shown before.
It's any piece of content that has not been seen. They're this has a voice line you haven't heard before.
Exactly, it's a world premiere. Whereas to me, you should really only be saying that when it's this game has never been seen before.
This is the first showing, first idea.
It's not going to be that. I have so many issues with the Game Awards. Fucking
that really annoys me. Especially it's really annoying to hear world premiere every 2 minutes.
It was,
and it takes it away from the really big things.
It was a fucking meme, it was.
I just realized what I'm going to see. I've realized what's going to be on par with Elden Ring.
What?
Beyond Good and Evil 2. Imagine if they came out with that. That would be hype. I'd be pretty happy. I'd froth for that.
Just got a quick question to answer here because this is an interesting one. How do you guys feel about games in different genres being compared to each other for the Game Awards? How can you compare a driving game to an action game without bias? I think inherently there is bias with any of this, right? And also
it's all bias. The whole
it doesn't matter if it's
bias.
A racing game or not.
Yeah,
exactly. An RPG and an action game are different genres. A platformer and an RPG are different genres. Just because a driving game is significantly different doesn't
mean
horror
and an action movie,
right. And I think for one thing, Forza hasn't been nominated. And look, that's just a product of the people who are voting for it, which is the industry at large. And there's probably more people who don't play racing games than there are people who do. Within, IGN's staff of however many people they have, there's probably a whole bunch of them that just don't care about racing. And that's fine. But there is still bias in that because that's the whole point of the review process, and that's the whole point of opinion is it's biased. It's always going to be biased.
And I think it would be great if you could have like a best action game, a best driving game, you know, that sort of stuff. However, that means that you need multiple types of that game to come out that year that are worthy of that title. And that's not always the case. Like, what's Forza if we had a driving game competition?
Well, there is a best action, best racing / sports game.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah.
There are like some
there wouldn't
breakdowns.
Be 5. Yeah,
there wouldn't be 5 racing games, and like there's the best action RPG? Is that one of the other ones?
Best action game, and then there's best action. Then there's best adventure game or something as well.
Yeah.
But like,
so they do try to break them down a bit. So you can like if you are upset about the commingling of the genres, then you do have your secular section where you can be like, oh yeah, my game that I was looking forward to did win that section. But you know, sometimes you just got to pitch them against each other. What's the best dessert? You know, you got pies, you got candies, gummies, like ice cream. It's just too hard. It's just too hard. You can keep breaking it down forever and ever. Yeah. You know, like even I think when you start getting stuck into that sort of stuff about what makes it fair to vote against something else, like you can get dredged into like, oh, well, is it fair to judge AAAs against AAs or indies? Is it fair to judge a game that is 30 hours long against one that's 5 hours long? So it can get really, really small. Like you can break it down so far. I think in some cases it could be very interesting to be like, to add some of those as like categories. It could be cool to have like, oh, this is the best game that is under 5 hours long. This is the best game that has 17 or more side quests. You know?
Yeah.
You know, you can break it down so far. Be like, how can you judge something that has NPCs against something that doesn't have NPCs, you know? Because you're just missing out on whole other character arcs. So how is that? You know, like there's so many ways to break it down.
Yeah, this game only has, you know, an orchestrated soundtrack rather than a non-orchestrated soundtrack.
Yeah. How can you judge this game that has 5 biomes against this one that has 13 biomes?
You can't. It's the biomes that
you
win
can't. That one's got desert and this one's got snow. And everyone knows snow is the worst biome, so it's automatically going to lose.
Thank you. Snow is the worst biome.
I'm really excited for potential desert in Elden Ring.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just
going to pop that in
something here.
It's a little hot.
Good little question there, Laz. Thank you.
Good question.
And welcome to anyone else in the chat. Welcome, Troy. I saw you do a little comment before. I'm just going to add this one.
Snow is the worst biome. And that's a fact. You can quote me on that whenever. I do not think there could ever be a worse biome. Something about snow, just so shit. I'm happy in it for about 5 minutes and then I'm tired. He's quoting me on it. That's what he's doing. Just saving that in the archives.
All right. Let's move on. The most anticipated game. So for anyone playing at home, by the way, we're going backwards through the list. So if you head over to the Game Awards, thegameawards.com/nominees.
Games with best egg implementation. That's the award I'm looking for. Which game has the best egg hatching? How can I judge games with eggs against games without eggs?
Fucking hell. Oh, we should call this controllers an eggs.
The egg cast.
All right. So obviously this one is Elden Ring. I don't even think I don't even think I think that's what I think already, but I don't think there's any disputing that fact. No,
I think the only one that can fight it is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And if it wins, I'm going to be so upset. But I also wanted to say, whilst Elden Ring is here, did you hear the rumor that there's going to be another network test announced?
I did, from you, actually.
Oh, from me? Did I already tell you? So sorry. I tweeted about it. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently from the 10th to the 12th is going to be a new Elden Ring network test, only on console again, in a new area. And open, not closed.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How do I
That's
sign
the
up?
rumor. It's the rumor. Open 2 days only. Well, I guess if it's from the 10th to the 12th, 3 days only. New area.
Oh, it's only on PS4, PS5. Oh no.
No, it's on
Yeah.
it's on Xbox. So says the rumor. No confirmations from me.
Oh yeah, no, it's all right. There was an extra line there. Whew.
And Xbox.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm excited, but it's got me thinking. Why are they sharing so much? How big is this game? What sort of area? Like, how different of an area? What are we gonna see? I'm so excited, very excited. The only thing that I wouldn't be excited for is in like the Dark Souls game, they have an arena sort of area where you can just PvP other people and you're just stuck in an arena. If that is what the network test is, I will be disappointed. Because I don't play with that in the normal game. It's not what I'm there for. But I doubt it. The only reason I feel like maybe they just want to continue to test the network, obviously.
That is by definition.
Yep, the network test. So, forcing people to fight each other could be convenient for that. But I don't think so, because it doesn't really seem to make it just wouldn't make sense. So I'm excited to see if this rumor is true. You will not need a blood oath at all, Laz, because the rumor says it's open. Rumor says it's open, not closed, just open.
Fucking stupid links don't work properly in this goddamn chat.
Just cross fingers. And you can just look at that link and type it in.
Just decipher it. Oh,
just decipher it. Just figure it out.
There you
go. Just figure it out.
All right. So most anticipated game.
Elden Ring has to win.
2
years in a row.
Fuck Nintendo. All right. Best debut indie game. The nominees are The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Sable, and Valheim. This is actually a really good category.
It is a good category. I love it.
I if you don't mind me jumping in.
Go for it. That's what I'm here for.
I think Kena will win it. Probably deserved. Although I do think Artful Escape and Forgotten City are excellent games. Like, this lineup for debut indies is fucking excellent.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Like, still haven't played Sable. I hear really good things. Don't care for it.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Bias. Rebuttal. I also think Kena will win, but I think Valheim could be a strong contender as well. That was been a fucking massive game. I spent a lot of time in it. I really enjoyed it. It's really good. It's amazingly fun to play with friends, which was very helpful over the COVID period. I'd like the Forgotten City to win as well. The other two can, because the other two I do not care for. Kena, though, really is gorgeous. I think the game is brilliant, the sound is brilliant, the combat is really good. I did get a few weird things when I was playing today, a few weird buggies, but Valheim is, in comparison, very unfinished. Which is also fine. It's in progress. That's you understand that when you go into the game. But I think potentially because of that, Kena could come out on top as well. I do think Kena will win, and I wouldn't be disappointed because it is a fantastic game.
I'm just looking at some Metacritic scores. Kena for PS5's only got an 80, which is interesting. I thought it would have scored higher. 83.
Remember,
that's
for
PS5.
Game
83. Too. Oh yeah, no. I'm thinking it's still pretty good. Forgotten City on Xbox One's got 88, which is wild. 86 on Series X and 84 on PC, 85 on PS5. So ratings wise, it did really well. Really well.
Could be a good contender.
Could be a good contender. But great lineup of games. As long as Sable doesn't win, just because I'm sick of seeing that game. Even once it came out, I was sick of it.
Before it came out, I was sick of it. Oh, now here's a fucking category that we all love. Content creator of the year. So first up, we have direct gaming.
Second, we have Cat.
Yep. And then there's actually no other nominees this year.
If I was quick enough, I could do a little screenshot and then just post our faces.
Put our faces on. There we go.
It's too much work. I don't even know who these people are.
I have only heard of Dream. I don't know.
I've only heard of Dream because of Donkey.
And the badness.
Yeah. And I don't fucking know who these dinguses are. Who's this bloke? Fucking who are
Who's that
mate?
bloke?
This guy doing shuckers. That's who I'd vote for, just because he's doing shuckers.
Just because they're shuckies.
That guy looks.
That guy on the end has the nicest picture.
He looks like a radio host or something.
Kind of does.
It's kind of like Hamish and Andy or something like that.
Dream looks like when he's lined up against all these people, it looks like a weird VTuber model.
What even is Dream? Like, what does he do? What is Dream?
Lots of Minecraft. That's all I know.
Is he on camera? Like,
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I just know he did like some speed runs, and then he like forged a speed run and said he got the new world record. But then like someone was like, that's actually impossible. Like this timing doesn't make sense, and et cetera, et cetera. And then he paid some like physicist to do the maths on why it was possible. But he also like faked that and like made a fake paper to prove that it wasn't cheated. And then like a month later, he was like, yeah, I cheated. That's all I know. I could get that even in a slightly wrong order.
Content creator of the year. Fucking hell.
I mean, that's some pretty good content. That's fucking funny.
Like, right. I'm so tired of this award, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I
don't know these people. So how can they be a content creator? Yeah, like what is made an important and positive impact on the community? What have they done? How can you say that? And like you don't even have a little spiel or anything to say who they are. And as we were just talking about, Dream has had, we don't really know who he is, and the most that we can assign to him is negative impacts. Like all we know is the bad things that have happened. So how are you going to say these people have like made an important and positive impact on the community? That's so strange. I don't know you guys.
Yeah, get out of my.
We are not the same.
Not my content creator.
Not my content creator 2021.
Best multiplayer game. Give us a rundown here.
Well, we've got 6 games here. I also find it very strange how they decide when to put 5 or 6 games. Whatever.
They probably wanted fucking some shit game to get in.
Someone wanted to come in. For its outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of genre or platform. We've got Back 4 Blood, Knockout City, It Takes Two, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, and Valheim. I think, I don't have really any experience with any of these games apart from New World and Valheim, and I certainly wouldn't vote for New World.
She says after playing for 100 hours.
Yeah, well, that should tell you something. I played it for a really long time, but I don't think it's really like a standout multiplayer experience in any way. It's also kind of weird, like, because in terms of a multiplayer experience, it's hard to play with your friends because you got to be on the right world, on the right server, in the right like faction, and then also in the right company. Like you don't have to be there to play all of it, but for a lot of it, or some of it, you'd want to be in the same of all of that to make it very easy and convenient so that you can sign up with wars with your friends against other people as opposed to against your friends. And then if you did want to fight against your friends in a war, you can't do that if you're all on the same team. Someone would have to defect, or you can only do the base like dual PvP. So I don't know. No, not New World. Valheim, fantastic game. Very good multiplayer. You can have heaps of people in there and it's really fun. So I haven't played any of the others. So Valheim would get my vote. But I think It Takes Two will take it.
Yeah, it would be cool if it did. I haven't played any of these, but I kind of hope that It Takes Two takes it because
me too.
It's cool. It's a cool little 2-player game.
Yeah. It would be an interesting win as well.
See Joseph Fares come out and say, fuck the Oscars again,
Fuck the Oscars.
What else we got here? Best sports/racing game. The best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. Why even write that? Why not just not have a subtitle?
Yeah.
Weird. F1 2021, FIFA 22, Forza Horizon 5, Hot Wheels Unleashed, and Riders Republic. I mean, if Forza doesn't win this, it's a fucking
Forza's got to win.
Travesty, I say.
I got a question though. If you were doing best driving game specifically, does Riders Republic get to go in or not?
No.
Okay, there we go.
No, that's action sports.
You've got your answer right here.
Yeah, it's definitive.
All right. Forza Horizon has got to win. Got to be it. Got to be number one. It's fantastic.
As good as Hot Wheels Unleashed is meant to be, and F1 is always very good, but incredibly niche. Come on. Forza Horizon. It's like one of the most highest rated games of the year. So give it its due.
Yeah,
Jeff.
give it a little juice.
Yeah. Give it its juice. All right. Hold on a minute. Who made FIFA? EA Vancouver and EA Romania. Okay, fair enough. Who knew?
Why not?
At the start of it must have been at the start of Riders Republic. It's like all the Ubisoft teams that made that game, Riders Republic, and there's like, I don't know, like 8 studios. It's just like all these names popping up one after the other.
We
did
like, the wheels.
Christ. Yeah, we did 3 grains of sand in this mountain. That's what we did.
Those grains, those are mine.
They're my grains. All right.
That tree over there, I did that.
Then we outsourced the rest to Ubisoft Singapore or some shit.
Yeah. All right.
What we got here, yeah?
Best sim/strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. We've got Age of Empires. We've got Evil Genius 2. We've got Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft Flight Sim, just real outlier in this lineup.
Especially because that only came out last year. But it came out on Xbox this year, I guess. But
I don't get that.
Inscription might win this. It'd be cool if it did.
Yeah, I was thinking that Inscription might win. I really, really enjoyed Humankind, but Inscription has got, like, I haven't played it yet, and it's on my to play by the end of the year. Like, it's got such a
you got bribed into playing that by my name Jeff. So don't forget that.
Oh yeah, I can't. I forgot. I already forgot. Anyways, like, it's just got such amazing fanfare behind it. Everyone had such a great time. But, you know, Age of Empires, everybody loves it. It could pull it out.
Yeah.
I don't think Evil Genius 2 will take it. Like, I haven't heard anything about that this year, really.
No, that just came to Game Pass, and apparently it's good, but I have no idea what it even is.
Yeah. Humankind was really fun. I beat it.
I forgot that even came out this year.
I uninstalled it after that. The end. I beat one game, and then I played no more. But it was
like Evil Genius is almost like I don't know.
Isn't it kind of like a tycoon game?
Yeah, it almost does look like a tycoon kind
of game. That's what I thought from when I saw it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if Age of Empires won that, because, you know, it's been so long since a new Age game came out. But I could see Inscription taking the win, because everyone is just like gushing.
Everyone's frothing. Love it.
Frothing, gushing, splooshing.
More words. Sploosh. Everyone. Oh, I won't say that. I'll take it back.
Yeah, I can guess from context. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Didn't know It Takes Two was a family game, but it's nominated here. Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare Get It Together. Again, I haven't played
vote for a single one of these.
Yeah.
I could not care less for this category.
Every year it comes to the end of the year, and I'm like, who are these games? Who's this red and blue fucking dude with gloves on?
Can you believe they called it New Pokemon Snap? Like,
so typical. I know. New everything. New Super Mario Brothers U.
Yeah,
kill it.
It's just we got so much Nintendo in here, so I want It Takes Two to win.
Yes, imagine fucking Doug Bowser would start like choking out.
Doug Bowser comes out to announce the winner, and he's like, "It's not me."
Then you'll see Bowser's fury. Yeah. Am I right?
Am I right or am I right? Woo! Best fighting game. This is not for me. I have not played any of these.
I didn't know Demon Slayer was a fighting game. I thought it was whatever. Demon Slayer, Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Lumina. Never heard of
it. My vote. Melty Blood?
Melty Blood? What? It looks like Persona. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl won. I saw a lot of content on that when it came out. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because like the big outlets voting for this, like what they would have a few fighting game specialists, and you would think probably Guilty Gear would win. It's meant to be really, really good, really good. But there might be a lot of people like, oh, I played All-Star Brawl. You know, let's vote for that. So
I think it's between those two. Although Melty Blood is a great name. By French Bread.
Let's see.
The fuck?
That's so weird. Melty Blood, Type Lumina, Metacritic. What? One review. How is this nominated for fucking...
Yeah, what the hell? It came out on the 29th of September.
It's literally one review.
When was the cutoff date?
Like December. No, like the end of November. Not a single review. What is happening?
So weird.
Did anyone play this game?
I don't know.
The one review is a 9 out of 10.
That's why.
What the fuck? Okay, fair enough. That is, maybe there just weren't 5 fighting games that were released this year.
Maybe. Weird.
That's so strange.
Good name though. I like Melty Blood.
Melty Blood. I love that. Oh, now this is a category. This is a category where I've actually played 2 of these games.
I've played 1.
Now we're talking.
1! Woo!
Laz comments saying, if Nickelodeon wins Guilty Gear and their 3 fans would be furious. Whoa. Rough.
I can't believe there's so much Monster Hunter Rise in here and no Monster Hunter stories. Like the eggs win out every time.
Dogs.
Why are my eggs not in here? I did not play Rise because it looked like poo-poo to me.
But Tash got Shin Megami Tensei 5 the other day. Hazard was like sold out Australia-wide at EB. Like literally you couldn't even buy it on the website. It just said sold out.
Looks great. I also I really want to play Tales of Arise, but again, that's going to take me fucking forever. Scarlet Nexus is on Game Pass now, so I could play that.
So good too. It's definitely, and that's not too long. 30 hours for one of the campaigns. You don't have to do both. It's all good. Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise. That is a banging lineup. And I know people were laughing about Cyberpunk getting nominated, but like, you know, it's a pretty good game.
It's all right.
It's pretty good.
I think their side quests and side stories are better than the main story in Cyberpunk.
There's some really good bits in the main story. I know we talked about it for like half an hour last week. Yeah. The bit. Did you get to the bit where you get the car with Johnny?
I don't remember. I got up to the point of no return. I got up to that.
Oh, okay. So you got further than me. So when you get Johnny's Porsche.
Oh yeah,
you know, that mission was fucking rad, and like you like sit by like, I think it was where it's either where you were killed or where he was taken or some shit.
Yeah. There's some really good moments.
Such good moments. Very good. This is a hell of a lineup though. I really want to play these 2 games, but they're just so
long,
overwhelming.
Who do you think will win?
I think Shin Megami, maybe. It's actually a really good question. I didn't even really think about who I think will win.
I think Tails could win. I don't think Cyberpunk will win just because of the freaking mountains of hatred towards it.
Absolutely.
So I just can't see it winning.
And I don't think Scarlet Nexus will win because I just don't think enough people played it, to be honest.
I don't
even
think
though
Monster
it's an
Hunter Rise
excellent
will
game.
win.
No, I think you could be right with Tails.
I think it could be Tails.
Either of those two would be excellent.
I think Tails.
Though.
Yeah. Nice.
The reviews for both of those games are really good too. Nice. Oh, we're getting into some banger categories now.
Oh, here we go.
Give us some of these ones.
We got Best Action Adventure, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. This is like one of my favorite genres. We got Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Good lineup. Good lineup. Very
good lineup. It's really hard to pin down what will win. Guardians of the Galaxy, excellent
all
game.
All of them except Ratchet and Clank winning. I just don't think Ratchet and Clank will win. I don't think Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy will win. But I really enjoyed it. I think it was really good game. I loved it. I think like people have to play that. I don't think it got enough coverage or good coverage. Everyone saw like the Avengers game and they just like were like, oh, probably going to be similar, but it's a really good game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it at least even got in the lineup. But I think Metroid, Psychonauts, and Resident Evil Village could win.
Yeah.
Look, Laz, I'm not saying that Ratchet and Clank is bad. I'm just saying that I don't think it'll win. That's all.
Obsessed. He's obsessed with that game. Completely obsessed.
What do you reckon?
Yeah,
what do you reckon?
Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't think will win either. I could see a couple of things happening here. Either Metroid Dread because Nintendo and everyone fucking spoofs Nintendo.
And there's Doug.
Oh, Bowser.
In the corner. Yeah, fucking.
He's like, Jeff, just say Metroid.
Say Metroid. He's got a gun off the side. Say Metroid.
From the reviews and everything, I could see Psychonauts 2 getting this. I think it's reviewed really well. I think it's really beloved by critics and fans as well. But I think critics really enjoyed it, so I could see that happening.
I agree.
I would love to see Guardians win.
Fucking popped off. That was everyone loved it. Everyone had such a great time.
Yeah, I think Metroid and Psychonauts may have the highest Metacritic scores out of these. Which is interesting, but I think Psychonauts could take this one. We should be writing these down, but you know what, we can always watch.
We could always listen back. I love you, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't think it's going to be you.
You'd be my pick, but that's only because you're the only one I've played.
Same.
Yeah, by default, but it's a fucking great game. I love that game.
It's really good game.
Excellent title. Alrighty, best action game. See, this is the funny thing about the Game Awards. It's like action, adventure, action. I don't know. What do you mean? For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat, Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal.
I'm hands down Returnal. Not that I've played any of the others, but I absolutely adore Returnal. I think it is a fantastic game. Everything about it is great. The combat is so exciting and so immersive. Like the way that it reacts with your dual sense controller as well. Fantastic. The audio, amazing. Creature design, fantastic. Story, brilliant. Like the environments, incredible. So immersive. I love that game. One of my favorite games of the year, like really high. I absolutely adore it. So even if I had played the other ones, I don't think like Back 4 Blood, not for me. Chivalry 2, I played Chivalry 1 and I loved it. Still not anywhere near. Deathloop, I wasn't really interested in it anyway, and I just don't think it could overtake. And Far Cry 6 is never going to win that for me. So Returnal is my hopes and my dreams. I think Deathloop could win.
I think Deathloop will win. Yeah. If it's not Deathloop, I think Returnal will absolutely.
Yeah. I would love for it to be Returnal.
There's a lot of like conversation about Returnal not getting nominated for Game of the Year, and it deserves to. I think it's one of those
agree.
Like, weirdo standout games that like.
I actually really agree. I saw this fucking bait comment the other day that was like, it was talking about how Returnal and Deathloop are some of the worst games of the year because they released with so many bugs, and it gets to the end of this paragraph and they're like, every time I die, I have to start again.
For fuck's sake.
Too funny. But yeah, I am sad that Returnal is not in the Game of the Year. Because I think it might be my Game of the Year. So I definitely want it to win Best Action Game, but I'm not 100%.
Groovy.
Best VR/AR.
This is nothing.
This is nothing to me. We got Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, and Sniper Elite VR. I Expect You to Die 2 to win. The end. That's all.
Cool. Me too. Just because you said that. Why not?
Thanks.
Hey, this is Ready at Dawn. Who knew? Probably a lot of people.
I was going to say, probably a lot.
Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Presented by Chevrolet. Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and The Veil Shadow of the Crown.
I've never heard of that game in my life. The only game, look, I've only played 2 of these. And out of those 2, the only game that I actually really noticed the accessibility options in was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. When I started that game up, I noticed that their options had tons of accessibility options in there. And I thought, wowie, that's a lot of options. Woo, wow.
That's some good options.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 5 has a lot too. And even in the opening like screen, there's either play game or accessibility. And there's shitloads of accessibility options, even the way like, like auto steering.
Yes, I've seen a lot of the auto steering, which people manipulate to do auto races. Hilarious.
Yeah. And make like billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But again, I guess this is not for us to decide because we're not the ones using it. I think.
Yeah, I don't need to make a decision here.
I think games are just getting better at accessibility options, right? Like, and I think that's really cool.
I think something that I'd like to see more of in games, not that, again, I need it or I'm an important voice on it or anything, but accessible hardware. I know there's some, and there's a bunch of different options. They've got those like gaming headsets that have all the buttons around your head so you can move your head. And there's like eye trackers and there's a bunch of other ones. But I think it would be nice if the accessibility was built into mainstream hardware. I think that would be nice because like you can't go and get a DualSense with accessibility features, but there should be an option for that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good call.
Like a middle ground there, somewhere that's kind of work towards it.
Yeah, there are some if you go into like dig into the menus on Xbox, but I guess like there's not many in comparison to say an iPhone or something like that, where there's like friggin' everything, shitloads. Yeah. But yeah, the more the better,
The more the merrier.
People playing video games, the better, I say.
I also say. I concur.
I concur. Give it its
best
due.
Community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. We've got Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy Online 14. Obviously, there's no other one that is online right now. Fortnite. And No Man's Sky.
Just give it to No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky deserves the turnaround, to be honest. Like, that's wild.
I think Sean Murray deserves another award just for still drinking a beer while he received the award last year and was like, I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, he does deserve another award for that. Look, I think Final Fantasy 14 might win. Or Fortnite,
Mhm.
because everyone loves a bit of Fortnite. Not me, but like as a consensus. I just don't think anyone's done anything incredibly outstanding this year. However, I know that Final Fantasy 14 has launched some amazing like DLC and story continuations. So that could, get it going pretty well. Everyone's been madly in love with Final Fantasy 14 this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think Final Fantasy will win it. It's kind of taken over as the big MMO.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, a lot of content's come out. Screw Fortnite. Fuck them.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck you, Epic, you dogs.
Yeah, stinky winky.
Yeah, stinky winkies. Best mobile game presented by Verizon.
Hey.
Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. I
want Fantasian to win.
Fantasian wins. I want it to win because it looks cool.
I want to play it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I think
it's on Apple Arcade.
It is. I just don't like playing mobile games, and I don't have any way to play it other than that. Like, I don't have an Apple TV or anything to actually play it big on.
I got a Mac and I still refuse to play it on my Mac.
Yeah.
So.
I think Genshin Impact could win. Everybody loves Genshin.
Mm-hmm. The rest of those games are probably littered with microtransactions. So
I mean, Genshin's a gacha, so
yeah, exactly.
It's littered.
I think it will win though. But at least it's meant to be an okay game.
Yeah, I played a bit of it.
Oh,
not this one.
This is usually like one of my favorite, categories. And
angry
now it just makes me want to do a little vom. Best indie game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. 12 minutes.
No. If 12 minutes wins, I'll be mad.
I will literally go to Geoff Keighley's house and slap him with a fish.
Doug, can I pay you off to be in the corner with that gun so that we drink at 12 minutes? He's holding the gun up and he's like, Geoff Keighley says 12 minutes. Doug in the corner. Say psych right now.
Death's Door, Inscription, Kana, Bridge of Spirits, and Loop Hero.
Dude,
I reckon
Loop Hero is so good.
Yeah.
I love Loop Hero. Kana is so good. Death's Door and Inscription are the other two games I want to finish by the end of the year. Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Surely.
I don't know the answer, obviously, which is why I'm asking. Sorry if I appear dumb. Why is Death's Door Devolver Digital and Inscription and Loop Hero are just Devolver? Is it just because they ran out of space?
I think they ran out of space, yeah.
That's stupid. The other ones use multiple lines. Yeah, all the other categories, they use multiple lines, but not here.
That dumb.
That big dumb.
That dumb. Also, technically they're still publishers, right? Like, I don't know.
I think
3 Devolver games.
Devolver should just win.
It should just be the best Devolver game.
Yeah. I think 12 minutes could win, and I'll be sad about it.
Don't say it. I think Inscription will win.
I really hope Inscription or Death's Door or Kena. I don't think it'll be Loop Hero.
No, I don't think so. Because I think partly because of recency bias and people who haven't played Loop Hero for a long time. That's also why I think Inscription may win. But then I wonder when they did the actual voting. I think it could be Kana.
I'd be happy if any of those 4 won. Level. So long as it's not 12 minutes.
Sorry, Luis Antonio.
Yeah.
You got 12 minutes Annapurna to live.
Yeah. You had 12 minutes of my time and you squandered it. So I actually gave you way more than 12 minutes and I did not have a good time.
Also, I've seen this shot here. I've seen so many times. It's just burned into my brain.
Times.
I just want to kill myself. I really want to play Death's Door. I really want to play so many games. Why does time exist?
Why do I have to sleep? If I didn't have to sleep or work, either or, if I could cut out either of those,
actually most accurate thing I've ever read. Laz says Devolver are the alpha chads of the gaming industry. That
More
is
like
so
Sigmas.
fucking
No. So good. No, they are fantastic. I absolutely love Devolver.
What a lineup. 3 Devolver games nominated for Best Indie. Tell you what, they better give that some stage time as well.
Yeah.
Because this is like a proper Game Awards, like it wasn't last year. This is at the theater. People can actually, you know, come and attend and get their awards given to them on stage. So let's hope it's good.
What do we got?
Oh,
Best ongoing. What? This is pretty much the other one is like community support, whatever. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and Call of Duty Warzone.
It's going to be Final Fantasy.
It's going to be Final Fantasy. I mean, if anything, it deserves this one more than the community support because it's actually about the content itself. So it's got to be.
What's going on here, by the way? Fortnite.
I don't know who's on the left.
Is this
I don't know who's in the middle. I don't know. They got some little blue thing. What is that? And then you got
like
fucking
Venom?
Carnage.
Carnage, right?
I assume that's Carnage because it's more red. Yeah, can you zoom in? What the fuck is that? Who is that? Who's that blue bitch? Who is that guy? Is that like kind of what's with his ears? Are those monkey ears? I was gonna say
that. Monkey with a mo.
What the
Mo
fuck?
monkey. What is going on?
Mo monkey, mo problems. Whatever. Get rid of that. Games for Impact. I'm stealing it. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, we've got Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, Life is Strange, True Colors, and No Longer Home. Look how many lines these ones used up. Look, even Skybound Games. Like, why'd they get rid of Devolver? Why'd they get rid of digital on that? Oh, it's so strange. I was like, is this a different branch of Devolver?
Yeah, especially because this is how many. Apparently, Chicory is amazing, by the way. Oh, it's on Mac. That's dope. Because it's not on anything else, I don't think. It's on PC and Mac only. Oh, no, it's on PlayStation. No. Yeah. Oh, it's on PlayStation. Oh, man. I got to get it. Apparently, it's really good. Like, really, really good. Life is Strange. I haven't heard shit about it. Great game. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm just dying to play more of it. Before Your Eyes, very impactful.
Boyfriend Dungeon was okay.
This is a hard one. I don't actually know No Longer Home, but that looks sad just from one picture.
Yeah, that man looks depressed.
I reckon it will either be Life is Strange or Chicory, and
I think it will Life is Strange.
Be Life is Strange because I think more people will have played it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think it's got the spread more than Chicory. Yeah, I think more people just will know about it.
I really love the key art for Life is Strange True Colors. I think it looks
nice.
Excellent. It's
that's lovely.
She's really cool.
Dungeon is cool, but I don't know if it necessarily obviously the pro social meaning and message, like yes, you know, but like I don't know. I don't think it was a very widely impactful game, so I don't think it'll win.
Yeah, no, I think you're right there. Good lineup though. Some good little games here. Before Your Eyes, there's the Weird Wolf Man and Weird Cat Creature. Good game. Nice. Worth a play. Okay. Best Performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion and or performance capture. So we have Erica Mori as Alex Chen. She does a great job. Life is Strange True Colors. Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo from Far Cry 6. Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn from Deathloop. Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. And Ozioma Akaga as Juliana Blake, also from Deathloop. Oh, wow. I didn't know they were both nominated. Apparently both great. Apparently he does an amazing job. I wonder... Is it going to be that star power, you know, even though he's only in it for like an hour or so, although his performances look pretty cool. She does an amazing job, especially if she did the capture for Alex in Life is Strange, I think she potentially deserves it because her acting in that is so good. Like,
yeah,
the way, like I was saying last week, the way they do like facial, like
recognition
animations
and
and stuff just looks incredible. I would love to see her win. But I could really see any of these winning.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I could definitely see Maggie Robertson winning just for the
just for
immense
the memes.
love. Yeah, for the memes.
For the
massive memes.
We shall see, but I think you might be right in the star power.
Yeah, star power for Esposito.
Best audio design. This is you.
Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design, we have Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and my nomination for this award, Returnal. I know Forza Horizon 5 is fantastic, and the sounds are amazing. Like, it's really great. However, Returnal, like, it's so good. It's so good. It's just, to me, a step beyond. And also, like, the creative elements are different between the two. Like, Forza is really trying to match, like, realistic sounds, and they have a lot of, real-life objects, obviously, and engines that they can record and create those sounds off to make it a very realistic game. Whereas Returnal is very opposite. It's a very weird, ethereal, strange alien game, an alien sound that they're making, and I think they did a fantastic job in that game. It is and especially like with the bullet hell, the sound is so accurate and like really, really useful in terms of like playing the game and having a good run. It's really, really useful and impactful. So for me, Returnal is definitely my choice for that.
Very cool. That Forza is mine. I think one of the really cool things about Forza Horizon 5's audio is like, the cars sound amazing. Like the racing sounds amazing, but it's like the way they use music in that game is so clever. Like, you have a song on the radio, but then when you're driving past the Horizon Festival, it will blend from it being on the radio to you can hear it coming through the speakers at the festival. I think
it sounds so good because it sounds like you're hearing it through walls and stuff, and you hear like the bass difference and stuff. Yeah, it's really good. Actually, you're right. That sounds so good.
It's just like so perfectly goes from one to the other, and you don't even realize, and then you're like, wait, that's coming from there. And even like the way music when you're, and because like all I listen to is the drum and bass station, so it's like
same.
It's so good.
I wish they had more songs in their soundtracks. Oh my god, their playlists are so short. I feel like I'm listening to like 10 songs on shuffle. It's ridiculous.
And I mean, if you listen to, I guess, all the radio stations, you wouldn't probably feel that way, but I feel that way as well because I'm like, man, I know all those songs really well now. But I love every single one. I did flip
through the stations because I did get sick of it. But all of them suffer the same problem. Like, you listen to them for a little bit, and you're like, repetition.
I don't find the hosts as endearing as I find the
no way
ones.
No, I don't find any of them endearing. Shut your fucking mouth.
Maybe it's because they're DJs that I like, and I know who like I like the music, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Degs or whatever, and they're just these idiot British dudes who are like,
nah, I'm like, shut your mouths. Like, do not talk to me. I don't care about fucking pizza or your burrito or whatever that you got, your lunch that you're eating. Fuck off. This is a fake lunch in my fake game. Give me my fake music. Let's go.
And for that, Forza Horizon wins for the annoying radio.
They really, captured my hatred for some radio hosts.
Also, as much as I get where you're coming from, where it's like, shut up talking about, random bullshit on the radio. But like, I like how you do certain things and then they'll talk about those things on the radio.
Oh, yeah, I do like that.
That's very clever.
I like that. I don't like the extended waffling of random shit. I'm like, come on. I was vibing.
Yeah, I was vibing. Also, I was playing Forza today and I was doing a race, and right near the end of the race, I just see this Volvo drive past me, and it was you. And I was like, get fucked.
You know what I found out as a quick
Boosting.
intersection in Forza? That all the cars in the race are tuned the same as your car. And it took me a really long time to figure that out. When I got that fucking shitty, what was it the other week? Where you had to get in that V-dub and you had to do all the challenges in the V-dub. I tuned it to fuck. It was the worst. Like if I hit a corner, you went flying sort of thing. Like if you hit a bump, I won those races so easily because I just slowly putted through the course and they're going fast as, and they're like, wow, and they just spin out all over the track. And here I am just like, slowly driving around. God, what a good game.
I got this
I fucking love running you off the road,
clip.
you dog.
I got this hilarious clip the other day of like everyone's like coming up to the corner really fast, and like I take it on the inside, and this car, the AI next to me, like drives off the edge, and then just like under like we were going over a bridge, and then I just see the car just like launch off the side next to the bridge, and I like looked back, and you just see this car like soaring above, and it just like going down into the creek bed and then like flying. It was fucking hilarious.
Funny.
I was like, oh. Must record that.
See you later.
So many captures. All right, getting into some big ones now. Best score and music. Now they're putting it category 5 of 30. Tell you what, if they put this in the pre-show again, I'm boycotting next year.
Oh yeah, God, that annoyed me.
Fucking hell. Some bangers here. The Artful Escape, Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Nier Replicant. Now, can I just say, I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy should be in this, despite it having, you know, some cool music. No way. No way in hell. I love that game, but it's just licensed music. It's not a good score. Like, where the fuck's Narita Boy? Huh?
Yeah, Narita Boy should take that slot. Also, Narita Boy should have taken 12 minutes a slot.
Yeah,
Narita
it
Boy
fucking should have.
Has been shunned, and I don't know why, because it was one of the best games. Like, I fucking love that game.
I think just no one fucking played it, hey?
Yeah, well, fucking stupid. It was fantastic. But Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is right. It's just a good mixtape. So shunk that out. Pop Narita Boy in. I know 100% which one I want to win this. And it's definitely Cyberpunk. Like, I still listen to tracks from that. It's so good. Hole in the Sun.
Actually, that's a really fucking good. That's a fucking good point. That has a banging soundtrack.
Yeah, if Cyberpunk did anything right, it's a soundtrack. Like, even one of the songs that I have in my playlist that I listen to on repeat is just the music that plays when you get into a fight. I fucking love that song. So good. Ooh, that's juicy. That's juicy. I don't care what's in any of the others. I know that The Artful Escape is apparently very great, but fuck off. Cyberpunk 2077, the best thing they did in that game was a soundtrack.
Welcome, Sensei. Morning from the US.
Good morning.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the show. You've come at a great time. We're getting
into the top,
into the top stuff here. Look, I love The Artful Escape, but I think the soundtrack, despite it being really good, the score it's really only made better when you are playing the game. It's not like listening to it after the fact, like
yes,
because you can hold the guitar down, like the guitar button down, and like and it's mad. Also agree that Cyberpunk is really, really good. I wish Narita Boy was here. I kind of wish that, you know, Halo could be part of these nominations, because I've just been working on the review for Halo for Season Gaming. So go over to seasongaming.com and watch that review. I edited and did the narration. It's a fucking good review as well, written by Ainsley Bowden. But for the backing of that, I went and found the soundtrack online, and man, it is next level how good that is. And it's Gareth Coker is the lead composer on it, and he did Ori, and there's like little tastes of Ori in it.
Oh my god, I love Ori.
There's the stuff that is reminiscent of old Halos is like better than the old Halos, like that it's based on, and it's so fucking good. And the like composition is incredible. and there's some really cool, like more electronic stuff, and there's great like drums, and that soundtrack is absolutely next level. There's bass as well. But obviously that can't be included because this comes out, it comes out after the Game Awards. But that's another problem. It's just like the Game Awards should be in January because it's just
out the day before the Game Awards. Too close.
Oh, sorry, the day before. Yeah, but even then, like,
yeah, it's stupid. The Game Awards should be next year. The Game Awards should be at the end of January. Give everyone a little bit of time to mull over what happened in the previous year.
Yeah, and prepare for the year ahead.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope Cyberpunk wins this as well.
I think they should.
I can see them winning it as well.
The best thing they did in that game is the soundtrack. So fucking good.
Yeah. It really was. All right, number 4. You can take the reins here.
Oh, here we go. It's there we go. It was loading for me. I couldn't see it. We've got best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. The Artful Escape, Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Interesting.
I mean, the Artful Escape has it in the title, but
it's true. I think again, I think Returnal could have been a good 6th in here if they wanted to add 6, because again, very otherworldly designs. Those monsters, like the very tentacly fucked up weird monsters, are gorgeous and disgusting at the same time. Very, very cool designs. Very cool art direction. Would have really enjoyed to see that here, but that's okay. I think I can see Psychonauts winning. Ratchet & Clank, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. I think Psychonauts 2 has a really good chance of winning this, although I think Ratchet & Clank visually, potentially, just because it is such a visual feast for the eyes, I think it could win here as well. I'd love to see Psychonauts win, though, just because it's so wacky and out there.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got some... Yeah. You should see in the first one, there's this kid with these fucked up teeth, and you would just vomit everywhere if you saw him. He's horrible. He's horrendous. But then again, like Kena, yeah, it's not because he's got fucked up teeth. It's because he's a child.
It's because it's a child. Yuck.
Yeah, fucking. I also think Kena could win this, just judging by the animation side of things.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The whole game is beautiful.
But Psychonauts, apparently, like every level is completely different, and
I would absolutely believe Psychonauts to win.
Yeah.
I don't think the Artful Escape or Deathloop will win. Sorry.
No, I don't. I agree. All right, best narrative. You know what a narrative is. Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2. Played one of these games, playing another one, hopefully finish a third one before the end of the year, but I just don't know. I don't know. Apparently Psychonauts has a really good narrative story. Life is Strange, though. Apparently it gets pretty wild.
Yeah, I really loved Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Do I think it will win? No. I don't think so.
And then I've heard from a lot of people that the ending of Deathloop is shit, but like the narrative is really good, but then the ending is poo.
If the ending's
It Takes Two.
What's the point?
I could see Life is Strange taking this, though. I could also see Psychonauts winning. Like, Psychonauts could go home with the bag, Like,
ooh, they could too. Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum. It's a hard one to pick.
It is a hard one.
2 categories to go. 2 categories.
This one's my least confident.
I kind of want Life is Strange too.
I would like Life is Strange to win.
I like it. What do we got? Best game direction. Do you want to read this, or do you want me to read this and you can read the Goaties?
This one's mine. This one's mine. Goatee for you. Okay. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
God, fucking Psychonauts 2 has got so many nominations.
God, Psychonauts 2. Look at you go. Could win. I would love Returnal to win. I would love it.
Creative vision and innovation.
Yeah, I was going to say, creative vision and innovation, though. Do I think any of them really, I don't know.
Again, Psychonauts is meant to be really good, but I just haven't played it. It would be cool to see Returnal. Yeah, innovative, I don't know. I just don't. Apparently, it's got some of the like coolest level design. This is also one where It Takes Two could win because it's that, you know, co-op focused everything.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Returnal win this because it's some weirdo, you know, ultra hard game. And I like watching weirdo games win shit. I think it's cool.
I would really like, and I think Housemarque deserves some wins. Like it is such a good game, and like they got so much flack for it being like a roguelike, like that you had to start from the beginning. Everyone is so rude about it. To the point where they added that you can load. I only learnt this the other day. Someone asked me, I think last week, they asked me if they fixed the load system for Returnal. They did. You can save mid-run, but once you've loaded it, it deletes that save.
Yeah,
which is what we talked about, right? I remember when we first played it. You know, that was one of our suggested solutions to that problem. But you know, I guess it can be hard when you have this sort of one playthrough style that you want to go with, but your playthroughs can be hours long. Like it can be a problem. So I think that is a good solution. However, like I think it got more hate than it needed, and I think it is really, really a good game. Very, very good, very polished, very tight in the controls and everything. So good. So good. Very good.
I was just looking at the reviews. It's got 85 on Metacritic, and there are a lot of over 90s.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, really like, I'm not going to even bother getting into this. My issue with review scores.
Like how weighted they are, the negative.
Well, not even that. It's like some things are like a 5-star scale, so it's like 3 stars is 60. So it's like you got all these good reviews, and then there's always this fucking outlier that's like 60, and it puts the score down a chunk
by so much. Yeah, I hate it. Stupid.
Although that game does have like 113 reviews, so it's a
really good game. Let's get on to the big boy.
The big boy category. GOTY, Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
I don't care for any of these games.
I want It Takes Two to win just for funsies.
Yep, just for funsies. I want that indie to win. That's what I want. Well, it's not an indie, but it's indie
adjacent.
It's adjacent. I want It Takes Two to win.
That would be cool. That would be fucking cool. It would be cool to watch Psychonauts 2 win because you know, what's his face is a bloody legend, the game director. Who I can't think of his name right now.
You know, the most overrated game this year that I can think of has got to be Metroid Dread. Like
overrated.
I've never played Metroid. I've played a lot of like Metroidvania type games. Yeah. And like everyone was so hyped for it. I watched a lot of playthroughs of it, trying to see what's going on. Where's the hype? Should I play this game? I could not get into it for 1 second. Every bit that I tried to watch of it looked so dull, from the colors like scheme to like the gameplay didn't look like very challenging or anything. It just looked like that big monster on the 4 legs, whatever they're called, was just fucking annoying, and the rest of the game was fucking nothing. And I was like, oh my god, like no way. Oh my god. Most overrated game goes to Metroid Dread.
Okay. And speaking of overrated, it does have 88 on Metacritic.
Oh my god. For what? For what? Why?
Just being a Nintendo game.
Just being a Nintendo and being a Metroid.
Because that's how much they'll charge for it for the next 10 years. $88 fucking dollars.
God. I could see Ratchet and Clank potentially winning. It got a lot of fucking fanfare when it came out. I could see... I don't think Deathloop will win.
I don't either. Although it'd be cool. Arcane fucking...
I can see
You deserve it.
Resident Evil or Psychonauts or Ratchet and Clank winning.
I
hope Metroid Dread doesn't win. That is all. That is all I have to say on the topic.
I hope Psychonauts it takes two.
I just don't feel like these are just like non-appealing. There's so many other, like there was nothing super standout this year. Like I guess, like not in the terms of like what next year is going to be, but like this lineup, not for me.
Yeah, Forza should be here.
Returnal should be here.
Take out Resident Evil, take out Metroid Dread, Returnal, and Forza, and then you've got yourself a goatee. Okay. Well, look, we're an hour and a half, but let's have a quick think. Have you written down any surprise games you think might be at the Game Awards? Anything you think that might get shown off on that level of Elden Ring that you're talking about? What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
I've got one dream.
Sure.
I've got one dream, and it's Bloodborne on PC. That's all. There's a rumor, me on my rumor train. There's a rumor that Bluepoint are doing a Bloodborne remake.
Oh.
And
does it need a remake?
I don't think it needs a remake, and I don't think that Bluepoint would make a sequel. But for them to make a remake / port, I would love. I mean, it came out 2015 or so. Like, and if you were going to bring it to PC, it definitely could look like you could make it look more gorgeous. Bluepoint, I wouldn't be sad. I don't think that it's I don't know. I'm not super sold on that rumor, but I would love to see Bloodborne PC. That's my dream. That's my dream.
Very nice.
That's my dream.
There's rumors that Avowed will be shown.
I didn't say it because I knew you were going to say it. I would love to see Avowed.
Stupidly excited about.
Yeah.
There's also rumors that came out pretty much today or yesterday that BioShock 4 may be
I've been
revealed.
seeing them.
And that's like I'm annoyed that I know that that's a rumor. Like that's the kind of thing that would blow my mind. But apparently it may be set in Antarctica in the 60s, which is
Isn't there apparently going to be 2 cities as well?
Ooh, I didn't read that. That's cool.
I hear there will apparently be 2 cities. That's would
awesome.
Be cool. You know what I'd like to see? Jack and Daxter remake.
Ooh, you know what? Another one is being rumored as well is Double Fine working with Rare on a new entry to Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, I did see that.
But that would blow fucking minds. That could be what Geoff Keighley is talking about on that Elden Ring level, because like people love Banjo.
People love Banjo. I like Banjo, but I don't.
People love BioShock. Like a BioShock. Fucking hell, that'd be huge. You know, one I wrote down that is just something I thought of because it's kind of been in the works for a while, but no one's really spoken about it, is this open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft.
Oh, yes, of course.
That would be groovy to see. That would be fucking exciting.
You know what I thought of right before we started recording? That would be fucking huge. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yes. Bring that bad boy back out. Massive. Absolutely massive. That would be huge.
I hope that still exists, you know. I really do.
Fingers crossed. That would be massive.
There's also potentially a trailer to Breath of the Wild 2, potentially Hellblade 2 again. See, Xbox have really been coming out at the Game Awards for the last 2 years. Like they showed off the Series X and Hellblade 2. Then last year they showed Perfect Dark. So they got to be showing something. And I think it will be Avowed. And
I think Avowed would be a good fit. I'm really excited for Avowed. Since we first saw it, I'm so excited for that. Like,
especially because apparently press got to play it earlier this year, or like some like insiders, not necessarily press, but like some people in the press got to see it, and you know, I think, yeah, that's very exciting. If that
I
is,
would love
I wouldn't have thought it's so far along, but I guess
that's what I'm thinking. Like I remember we talked about it. Like when it first came out, and we were like, oh, that's got to be like 4-5 years out, sort of thing.
But because Outer Worlds 2019, but apparently they were already working on this before Microsoft purchased them.
Yes.
But even then, like, I don't know, 3-4 years, they've extended their studio quite a bit, but there's rumors that it could be 2022, but I don't know. I kind of don't.
Rumors I've seen.
I don't know.
Tails does need more love. Just popping over to chat. Tails should have been in the Game of the Year. Everybody loved Tails. You know what else should have been there? Monster Hunter Stories. What a good game. Love that game. One of the best games of the year. I love that.
Silver Rise has 87 on PlayStation 5, 87 on Xbox Series X. Reviews on Metacritic. That's fucking good. That's really good.
I do not care for it. For Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, fuck that game.
Yeah, well, I'm here for Monster Hunter Stories. I'm really excited to see what the 4 to 5 announcements on the level of Elden Ring could be, because like the Elden Ring reveal was insane. Like to partner up for that, to keep it so silent, like right at the end, like for Miyazaki to be like, I want to put it at the end because I don't want to like spoil the rest of the
shadow everything else. Yeah.
It was like the most anticipated game, and to show it is fantastic. So how are you gonna top that? Like I don't understand how you could possibly put it on the same level. It's gonna have to be big juice.
And it's not going to be Mass Effect because they showed that last year. It's not going to be Dragon Age because no one seems to care.
I love Dragon Age. I'd love that.
Banjo-Kazooie could do what Elden Ring did, especially if it's like, I don't know, just like Double Fine, doing their thing. It would be a perfect fit for a fucking Banjo-Kazooie game as well, with that bit of comedy, bit of humor,
bit of whack.
Bioshock 4.
It's sad that there's like the rumors of it though. Like these things would be much more exciting if there were no rumors. Even with Elden Ring, like there was that little bit of leaked trailer that not even all of that was used as the actual trailer.
No.
Very interesting. But like any of that sort of stuff is very sad. I don't want to. I want to be surprised. Keep your fucking info in your pants, you dinguses. Go do some stupid, like, go use that insider info on some fucking sports bet where you bet what's happening at the Game Awards. Make big money. Keep it under your hat. I don't want to hear about it.
Fair and accurate. Well, that is the Game Awards. Predicted, abused, questioned. I'm excited to watch it. I'm not excited for the fluff. I'm not excited for the ads. And I'm not excited to see things I hate win. But it should be a good show, as it always is.
I'm excited for the new stuff. Crazy how a Game Award, like, part of the most important bit of it is trailers for new stuff and not
I know. You know my feelings on all that.
I do indeed.
You know my feelings.
I know your feelings. Snow is the worst biome. That's the feeling.
But look, I think, I don't know, video games still suffer from this weird thing where like just an awards show isn't good enough. And gamers won't fucking watch it if there's not announcements, and world premieres. And I don't know why we're in this weird thing, but who the fuck knows?
Whatever.
Maybe because it's an actual live show, it won't be as much fluff, but there's still going to be a lot.
Hopefully not like shorter interviews, like pasting in those 10-minute interviews. Like, go away from me. That is not good content. Not for me.
It's not, but this is great content. And Kat, we've had a great podcast live stream.
As always.
Tell us about where people can find you.
You can find me live streaming at twitch.tv/CapCat. Find me there. This year, we are aiming to complete Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Death's Door, Inscription. not necessarily in that order. I think I'm going to play Inscription next.
Nice.
I'm so excited. And you know, I need y'all to also head over to Twitter at CapCaddy and abuse me and tell me that I have to stream, because Christmas time for us retail workers, as we are, is really fucking tiring. So I'm a bit of a slacker sometimes on the streaming, because I'm so freaking tired from all the Christmas shopping and all the holiday times. However, that's the goal, to finish the games by the end of the year. So get on to Twitter at CapCaddy, tag me and tell me to go and stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/CapCat. And I'll see you there. And we'll play some games and get them done. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic.
Fantastic.
I fucked up my words, but fantastic works.
Look, fantastic fucking works. I like it. Hey, that's awesome. And if you like what we do on this here podcast and you are watching the video version and you're like, hey, I want to listen to this in the car, or I want to catch this after the fact, I only got to watch 30 minutes of this stream because Australian time zones are dumb. Head over to anchor.fm/controllersandcoffee/subscribe. You can give us a couple of bucks and we'll make exclusive content for you. You know, let us know what you think. Let us know what you would like out of this podcast as well. Big thanks to everybody watching and in the chat. Laz, you're always here and we appreciate you.
Hearts for you.
Big hearts for you. Next week is episode 50.
Can you believe it?
And it's I can't. And it's just everything's lining up so perfectly. It's going to be Game Awards, but we're also going to be talking about our favorite music of the year. And whoo! And I've been kind of like going back through a lot of games and be like, what games have I played that had good music? And sorry, Kat.
You're right. And I'm gonna fucking try and figure out what my favorite game of the year is and force that opinion upon you. I'm going to complain about what everyone else chose as the game of the year from the Game Awards. I'm going to tell you why my game is better.
If you like listening to us abuse Geoff Keighley and just like get angry with everything in this video game industry, even though I say we're a podcast that's not about drama, maybe this is the time of year where we like to you know, make a bit of drama. But it's all in good fun. And we're going to be listening to some great music. We're going to be having a great time. It's episode 50. It's a super special episode. And after that is an even more super special episode.
The specialist of the super special episodes.
Where we're going to tell you our games of the year and get all your opinions in the chat as well. And that's going to be a fun one. We still don't know exactly when that will be because, like Kat said, retail work coming up to Christmas is really fucked. But we will have some guests on the show. We will have a great time, and I fucking can't wait. It's going to be great. So thanks for sticking by us for 49 episodes. The next 2 will be bangers.
Big bangers.
Big bangers. Subscribe to Direct Gaming. Head over to Twitch. Follow and subscribe to Kat as well over there so she can do what she loves.
That's what the dream is. Teamwork makes the dream work, and you're our team.
You are our team. Team controllers.
No, that's my team. Yeah, I'm team controllers. Your team Covfefe.
Covfefe.
And together we are team and.
Well, thank you, Kat, for joining me. As always, what a pleasure. Thanks, everybody, for listening and watching. Subscribe, follow, check us out on Twitter. You know the deal. And we'll see you next week. Thank you, Sensei. Sub to the channel. Looking forward to future episodes. Thank you so much. We appreciate
look forward to seeing you there.
We appreciate you, Laz. Thanks for your moderating. Thanks for everything from everybody. We'll speak to you all soon. See you next week for episode 50. Peace out.
Farewell.
Very well.